For all 12 of you viewers, tonight's episode is by Globodocs.
I'm hungry.
Pass me some of that fluffy stuff! Impossible not to be charmed by. Charms brings to the hungry world fluffy stuffed bacon cotton candy! An unthinkable combination of the most famous carnival snack with a smoky, meaty bacon taste! So many choices await you with the Charms family of sweet treats!
No! 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 No!
I love that pathetic whine of yours! Hey, Hottie Scotty. How do you think you spell that? I think we should put that on a t-shirt.
Go ahead. Cash in on my misery. You know, you folks at home have no idea what is going on behind the scenes as far as me and the Globodocs company, as far as where the money goes. I mean, yeah, there's been some money that's been flowing into the show lately. Where does that money go? Not a cent of it goes into my pocket! Truth is, I give Balthazar Quayle 1/2 of everything I earn here. Of course, he has his own personal salary, but he says he also needs money for corporate infrastructure, whatever the heck that means, and then building the website on top of that. And then whatever pennies are left over are rained upon my head, and I gather, as they bounce off my head, I gather them in my little palms, and I hand them off to Steen Aston to fund that damn movie of his. Good Lord, he just hired Julia Roberts? She is such a gold digger. I've had to deal with her over the phone, and good Lord, you've never heard of such a vile human being in your life. And that Jimmy Buffett, he just keeps asking for more and more and more. When is it enough? And you know, I apologize. I apologize to you for having to hear it. I apologize to the Globodocs company because I'm telling stuff, behind the scenes dirt that I'm not supposed to be telling here. But you know what? There comes a point where you've just had enough. And you just gotta expunge and spill your guts to the whole freaking world because you just can't take it anymore. By holding it all in, you're becoming a powder keg ready to blow. You know what? These episodes have been clocking close to 20 minutes lately. Can we make this a quick one? Let's make this a quick one. Because, I mean, aside from the fact that I just need a break, we're talking about bacon again. What more can I say? Let's all agree that I'm gonna barrel through this one speedy quick, like ripping off a damn Band-Aid. So can I please have everybody's full cooperation and just let me hit the ground running on this one? No further interruptions. What the? YAGAMI number 1? What are you doing here? So cruel. I thought you quit. Well, in no way would you be replacing... But I will admit the show's been pretty depressing lately. Could use a nice shot in the arm. I guess, hypothetically, if I were to welcome you on board as a regular character or behind-the-scenes assistant of some sort, what would you offer to the show? Give me an example. Okay, I'm learning. Today's list? But that will require me to put a list together right now, and I don't have the time to... Oh, well, okay Okay then, I'll just splice in this list and we'll watch it together for the first time, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 episodes to watch for the YUCKERYUM storyline as chosen by Light Yagami number 1. At this point forth, Djclyve is no more. Djclyve is in the ground, deceased! My name from now on is Hottie Scotty Pancake 603. Slide whistle music on the show. The slide whistle is so passé. Now, kazoos, they're funny. What in the... Yes, I suppose it is. Who are you? What are you doing? Alright, you're seriously wigging me out right now. It's a riddle. A centipede. That's 100 legs. Scorpions. Arachnids. 8 of them. That's 8 legs each, so that makes 64 legs? Tyrion! You're fired! Say I never gave you nothing. Knock it off, Light Yagami, you're gonna get sick! What is it with you and these things? They smell good and they taste heavenly? They're not that special! You son of a bitch! What the hell was that? I have made it more than clear! I don't ever want to talk about episode 215 again, alright? You do not reference it! You do not show clips! Especially that clip! I don't care, 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 I don't care! Think about it, I don't want to be reminded of it! Or the horrible human being I was back then. Try to get past it! Alright, enough crying, I gotta get through this. I want this episode to go by as quick as a hiccup so I can get to bed! Speaking of top 10 lists, you might remember the last one had everything to do with bacon products. And why did bacon cotton candy not exist on that list? Because it was too easy. I knew it had to exist. And as I do this, I'm reminded of the sriracha cotton candy review I did a while back, and come on, I want this to go quick! Enjoy the world of the pink taupe. It was created by the finest restaurateurs from all corners of the world, and I personally love the ease in which fine meals are preparable. In a refrigerated tote, the approximate measurements of the finest ingredients are stored, with a helpful packet teaching you various, easy-to-follow ways to prepare over 500 different types of healthy, delicious meals comparable to those you'll find at the finest 5-star restaurants. If you like a particular meal, feel free to order it again, or try one from the suggestions tab when you return the totes. I am all thumbs in the kitchen, and even a dummy like myself can prepare these exquisite meals in typically less than an hour. How can you argue with that? This week's menu includes Indian, aloo simla mirch ki sabzi and fulkas with almond milk badam burfi dessert. Venezuelan, pabellon criollo shredded beef with rice, beans, and plantains and a small side of bien me sabe de coco. Honduran baleadas with scrambled eggs and mantequilla served alongside queso duro and shrimp ceviche. Vietnamese, marinated beef bo nuang za and fit bo zao dao green bean stir fry served on a vermicelli noodle bowl salad. American, beer and cigarettes. So what are you waiting for? Shop online at www.therealpinktote.com and start making healthier choices today. No more! No more! And I know I have that stupid only fruit bar read still to go. So anyway, as I was saying, the sriracha cotton candy. That cotton candy failed because it was regular cotton candy with sriracha sauce on top of it. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. I don't know why they thought those two flavors would mix, but there's absolutely no way that those two flavors can intersect and create one. They're just two separate quadrants that exist on two separate sides of your mouth, and it was just a mishmash. I really hope that this bag, this cotton candy, is really hard to tell from the picture because it's pink, but I really hope that this isn't more of the same. If this is just regular cotton candy with bacon shakings on top of it, this is gonna be a major bust. Because if you'll remember, the whole thing with cotton candy is the minute it touches your tongue, it dissolves and it turns into, I won't even say it turns into like saliva, it just turns into nothing. And what you're left with is whatever was sitting on top of that cotton candy to begin with. When you have sriracha shakens, and it's like been sitting on there, like old sriracha that just kind of went hard and stale, that's what's sitting on your tongue. So let me take a look at this and see if it's more of the same. Oh, okay, look at this. No shakings whatsoever. You'll see that this is uniform cotton candy falling apart in my hands, which is a good sign too. But it smells like meat. After a while, you don't even have to put it up to your nose. It just completely aerates the entire house. Good lordy but gordy. You want your whole house to smell like bacon? Forget those bacon-scented candles I mentioned a while ago. Just take a bag of this and open it up and just stick it in a corner. Rancid meat attack. What a cruel joke! Could you imagine giving this to your friends and them thinking it's regular cotton candy and then putting it in their mouth without, you know, the smell hitting them first, of course. And they realize it's like bacon flavor. I mean, everyone loves bacon, but I love bacon as bacon. And that's pretty much, that's it. Bacon flavored things, so far I haven't tried a single bacon flavored thing that has been any good. Why should this be any different? It's getting all sticky, and because it's such a humid day, it's turning into less a cotton into more like a sticky wad of solid here. I'm just gonna chew it and get it over with. That getting stuck in my beard.
Oh bother, I am so stuffed with fluff.
I'll tell you what, I'll give it this much. It's not near as bad as a lot of the bacon flavored stuff that I've had for the show thus far. But at the same time, as I eat it, it kind of makes me sad. That's right, this is a mood food. If you want to be sad, eat this. It's a surefire way to end up in the doldrums. Because cotton candy is a happy food. Cotton candy is fun. When you eat cotton candy, you think of being at like a circus or like a carnival or at some kind of festival or expo or something like that. It's a party food. It's food that you have when you're amidst large crowds of people just frolicking and having a good time. When you see cotton candy, it almost has like a kind of response that like triggers endorphins into your system. But when you put this in your mouth and it doesn't taste like cotton candy, that mood just goes boom. When you take that critical bite, all that fun that you were sensing has been snuffed. And that carnival that you were at, all the people frolicking and having a good time, maybe they were dressed up like at Mardi Gras or something like that, they all turned tail and left. You were just like standing in the center and they all went and left little dust clouds in their wake. They're all gone. You're just sitting there almost like in the darkness with a giant spotlight coming down from the moon cascading on top of you. And you're just looking down, just sad, just staring at your own shadow. And as you're wallowing there in your pity, suddenly you hear a spark and you look up and the Ferris wheel, it's on fire! And you try to run, but the Ferris wheel is slowly tipping over and it's catching up with you, and you run and you run and you run, and now you're surrounded by the fire! Not now. Not now! I'm having a moment! Only fruit can kiss my ass! I can't do this right now! You're killing me! This show is killing me! That doesn't even make sense! I'm already dead! I'm in an afterlife here, and somehow I'm dying twice over!
Want a stress-free, easy way to eat healthy snacks? Look no further than the Only Fruit Fruit Bar by Only Fruit Incorporated. Throw away those unhealthy chocolate bars. Don't give those snack cakes another thought. Only Fruit is just as its name says. I can't do it. I already did an ad read. I need 2 in every show. Isn't that overkill? I mean, come on. Who wants to watch this?
Honey Scotty, all you have to do is read the script. It's not rocket science.
I'm the one up here working. I'm the one up here slaving away. You think you can do it better? I'd like to see you try.
Don't you dare talk back to me. You haven't a clue who you're messing with. Trust me, you don't want this to get ugly. Now shut up and do the ad read.
Fortified with vitamins A through F, it is a great source of riboflavin. It combats sickness and disease and is scientifically proven. I can't do this! I've reached my wit's end! Come on, man!
Honey Scotty, you signed a contract and have no one to blame but yourself. Now get back here and finish the ad read, or you will hear from our lawyers.
Skipping to the end, that's the most you're gonna get out of me! You will see no more than 4 ingredients in every Only Fruit bar because less untampered ingredients lead to greater health benefits. Try the yummy low-cal alternative to your boring old candy bar. Try Only Fruit bars. We make snacking simple.
So gross, it's getting all stuck to the table, got little pieces, just like little smears stuck to what the heck is going on here? It's changing forms before my eyes like the second it touched oxygen. What is this, like a weenie tot of some sort? Is it gonna explode next? Look at the edges here. It got all hard and like it's almost got crispy on the edges. It's like fermenting and coagulating. What's going on? Is this like some kind of weird science experiment? One thing is for sure, if you're gonna eat this, it's even changing forms in my mouth. You better have something to wash it down with, like water or like soda, because not only is it a gnarly taste to just have lingering in your mouth, but I think, and maybe this is just me and my high blood pressure talking, I think it makes you hot. And cotton candy, I've always figured cotton candy's kind of like a cooling food, like a food that you would have like in the hottest days of summer. But this, it actually makes me sweat. I feel like it pooling up in my armpits as it sticks to the table and it's turning into like hard slivers. Look at this. This isn't cotton candy anymore. So if I were to give this a half rating, you know what, I have to give it 2 halves because like I said, it's not the worst bacon flavored thing in the world, but it's very far below average. Forget what episode we're on, I think we're in the light 220s now, and in that time I have seen and tasted so many disgusting things. And in that time, I have come up with some whoppers as far as similes and metaphors and descriptive terms to come up to describe these things. Well, with this right here that I'm looking at, new CHARMS fluffy stuffed bacon flavored cotton candy, I may have come up with the king of all descriptive terms. This right here follows the laws of alchemy. No! I'm probably gonna sound like a plebeian trying to describe it, but the whole basis of alchemy is you're taking normal everyday items like little simple trinkets and knickknacks and you're turning them into something spectacular. You're turning something ordinary into something extraordinary. And the main rule of alchemy is the even exchange. To get something out, you have to put an equal amount of something else in. With this, you had normal cotton candy, delicious cotton candy. You decided to infuse the flavor of bacon into that cotton candy. Something had to come out. What had to come out? The fun. For every bit of bacon that you shove into cotton candy, you get equal amounts of fun that leave. And here I sit, as I do at the end of most episodes, a complete broken man, holding this nasty, disgusting, stink barfing, anus-colored bag in my hand. Look, Ma, another failure! I try to do new things with these episodes. With bacon-flavored items and so many of the same thing coming down the pike, it's getting harder and harder. So I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more interactive. If there's anything out there that is artificially bacon-flavored that you, the public, actually enjoy, there's a comment section down below. I'd be willing to listen and read your every word, and I will hang on your every word like they're the gospel, because I want to try something that's bacon flavored that is actually delicious. Not just actual bacon. Don't think that I'm dogging on bacon. I love bacon. But bacon is not an artificial flavor. You can't infuse bacon taste into somewhere where it doesn't belong. So this is me saying once again, until next time, where I answer the question, the eternal question, is it yuck, is it yum? You know the rest. I hope this was informative to you. I got nothing left.
TNA Wrestling, a federation that is actual wrestling and not sports entertainment. What is the difference, you ask? Well, there are several schools of thought on the subject, but I can't get into that right now. Not that I don't know, it's just, well, you know. A TNA is not about weight limits, it's about no limits. So chew on that, you jabronis, that done says it right there. I would just like to give a shout out to all our friends currently working down in Florida at the old TNA Impact Zone. I'd like to extend a hell yeah to my good friend AJ Styles.
The ooze got him.
What? WWE got him? Okay then. Bobby Roode.
The ooze got him.
Eric Young.
The ooze got him.
Kurt Angle.
The ooze got him.
The Monster Abyss.
The ooze got him.
EC3.
The ooze got him.
How about Robbie E?
The ooze got him.
Jeff Jarrett.
The ooze got him.
How about Sting?
The ooze got
Drew
him.
Galloway.
The ooze got him.
Mickey James.
The ooze got him.
Hogan and Bischoff.
The ooze got him.
Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero.
The ooze
The
got him.
Miracle Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis.
The ooze got him.
God damn, that's a lot of people. I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Trevor Lee.
The ooze got him.
DJ Z.
The ooze got
Big
him.
Damo.
The ooze got him.
Gunner.
The ooze got him.
Rockstar Spud.
The ooze got him.
Rosie Ladalove.
The ooze got him.
Laurel Van Ness.
The ooze got him.
Mandrews.
The ooze got him.
Garza Jr.
The ooze got him.
Suicide, aka TJ Perkins.
The ooze got
How
him.
about Samuel Shaw?
The ooze got
Him
him.
too. What about Jade?
The ooze got him.
How about Tyson freaking Tebow?
The ooze got him.
Jeremy Borash?
The ooze got him.
The beautiful people. Ha! The E didn't take them.
Ring of Honor's got him.
Ring of Honor got him. Damn, who the hell is left in this dang company? Oh well. Hey, as long as they have James Storm and Christopher Daniels, I'm sure they'll be fine. Tune in to TNA Wrestling. Contact your cable guide for time, date, and channel.